What's the #1 rookie mistake I make when I lose money at fantasy football?
I would say drafting with passion, going after players of your favorite team. That could be an issue. Not knowing the league. We've got some leagues that require 2 quarterbacks to start, so you better draft those quarterbacks early. And then also some leagues give you points per reception, and that's a little bit different than others. It gives different running backs who also receive the ball a little more value. So make sure you know your league.
Well, according to Mark Gilbert, our producer, you should only choose running backs in the first 3 drafts and not get excited about the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, the running backs, there's only about 30 that start. So on that note, you definitely want to grab as many as you can. There's about 75 wide receivers who are out there. You could grab in the later rounds, and quarterbacks. There's a lot of very good ones right now. You could probably wait a couple of rounds before you draft your quarterback.
What's new this year?
I think the big difference this year is that there's a little more parity and a little bit more of the unknown. You've seen so many new names come in. Last year, Colin Kaepernick, if I would have mentioned to you his name coming into the draft, you definitely wouldn't have touched it.
Bill Gross knew who he was.
Why the jump for him?
Oh, he's now a starter, #1. #2, he broke out last year, led his team to the Super Bowl. It was a huge deal. You now have the starter in San Francisco with the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's a big story. And Kaepernick is one of those guys who, maybe you don't have to draft your Tom Brady so early or a Peyton Manning so early. You could wait maybe a couple of rounds, 4th round, and grab a Kaepernick out there.
Another surprise pick from you, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. This is a player for the Steelers who's kind of been quiet the last couple of years. But Mike Wallace, their star wide receiver, is now in Miami enjoying a little bit better weather there. And so because of that, more opportunity. Brown was only targeted 13% in the red zone last year. He should get some more opportunities to score this season.
If I have a group doing this,
yeah.
I want to reset. Do people reset every week? Do they reset once a season? How do you reset your team after you've messed it up like I have every time?
Well, truth of the matter is, when it comes to the industry, there's nothing that's faster growing right now than daily fantasy leagues. So you're now getting an opportunity, especially in fantasy football, to do it weekly. It's a whole new area. You have companies like Comcast Ventures coming out, putting over $10 million in companies like FanDuel. So this whole concept of instant gaming is very much out there.
Is this a friend of the networks? Leo Hendry with us from the Yes Network. I got to think CBS loves this.
You would think so, yeah. I mean, typically...
Why don't they do this on air more?
Well, they do. And I think you have to give credit to the networks. It took a little while, but now certainly, I mean, you got to look at DirecTV Red Zone. I mean, there's no question about it. Red Zone has had a tremendous success, and fantasy has been the forefront of that. So networks are loving it.
But it's not just TV, right, Leo? I mean, you have mobile, you have social networking. What's the power of these alternative ways of playing and viewing sports, and that's really changing it?
Alex, and I just love this conversation for 2 reasons. One, as an employer, can you imagine the unproductivity that goes on during the day?
Yeah.
Like March Madness.
Oh my God!
We call that the Mark Gilbert effect. He becomes useless.
But Alex, go where you were. 36 million women and men playing this. 155 million adults in America. So this is the biggest audience share. Yeah. Of anything out there in any part of the entertainment cycle is big. This is bigger than that.
Right.
It is 7. Robert will tell you it's 7:24. It's all day long, and it's so much more entertaining than talk news on sports. So the ESPN talk shows, this kind of product is very engaging, and you are seeing this transition.
20 seconds left. You want to hear my strategy?
Please.
All right, tell me if this works. 2 top-tier running backs.
Yep.
Stock up on a reliable wide receiver. Try to steal Jimmy Graham, and then pick up a quarterback at the end.
I like it. Again, there's a handful of very good quarterbacks out there, so I do think that your strategy is going to work out this year.
Did you hear that yourself?
This is an email from Tom Coughlin. This is an email from Tom Coughlin of the New York Giants.